My name is Sarah Crandon-Zumbrum with Oracle Corporation, and I'm here with my friend Rene Antunez.
Hello, Sarah. How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm always awesome. And we're going to be talking about database as a service. And then we have a little personal stuff we're going to talk about at the end because I always like a challenge.
Yes, I know you always like
And I like
challenge.
sucking people into my world.
I know you do.
So I went to your session yesterday about database as a service in a private cloud.
Yes.
You want to explain that? Tell everybody what it means?
Sure. Well, what people think that database as a service is, and mostly out there, is that it's just something that you can go and get. It's like just like a pizza,
like
right?
Self-service.
Yeah, like a self-service or like software as a service, right? But they don't understand that when you do database as a service, it's more of an architecture type of thing that you have to build out there. Obviously, Oracle has something in the public cloud, right? But a lot of people are also doing private cloud and database as a service and working very similar in that way. They want to do show back, they want to do a charge back with Enterprise Manager. They want to have the elasticity out there as well. Because that's one of the things that you didn't have before. Self-service as well. So it's very cool now that with a private cloud, the user, the end user, or the programmer in this case, for us, can just go into a self-service portal, solicit what he needs, the type of workload, and he will just get it without even going once to the database administrator, which is, for me as well, pretty cool.
Creates more time for the DBAs, what it sounds like to me.
Yes, I can go out to a game, or I can go to something that
someone work on my next project.
Yes, yeah, I can work on my next project, right?
So what clients, because you work for Pythian,
yes.
So what clients would be most interested in database as a service? Is it the large corporations? Is it the small ones? Is it every in between? Who normally goes for a private database as a service? Obviously,
if you have one or two servers out there, like very small, very, very small, it's not normally a good fit, but beyond that, I think it's a great fit for everybody. And especially because of what we were talking about. This self-service type of deal, it allows the database administrator to focus not on the mundane tasks, but on more architecture, on performance problems.
The fun stuff?
Yeah, fun stuff, exactly. Not like working with issues like space and like I need a new user
not
and
it's
not my problem. That's going to become the end user's problem, right?
Okay.
So he will become he can become the administrator of that database that he's consuming. So it leaves the more fun stuff for the database administrator in that point.
Awesome. So we have the public and we have private.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
Well, the public cloud is obviously you go to cloud.oracle.com, right? And you can go ahead and consume it. Nobody else needs to be out there. It's just a service that is out there. It was announced, I think around this time last year by Larry. It was like the different types of services that you can get out there, right? And the private cloud is something that you build.
Yep.
It's something that it's totally in your enterprise.
It's within your own walls.
It's within your own walls. Now, the very cool thing, though, is that you can have a hybrid cloud, which is something that goes, you can have both the cloud.oracle.com and you can have something in between and work between one and the other, right? You can clone very easily an Enterprise Manager between your private and public cloud.
That was my next question, so I'm glad you're talking about that.
and also coming back from it, because that's something that you also want to do, right?
Yeah.
You want to be able to switch between one and the other. I don't think right now, especially in the Oracle world, and especially talking about the Oracle cloud, that people are still not ready to be full in the cloud.
Yes.
And so this makes very good sense to have this hybrid cloud.
Baby
right?
steps.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a good way to start. It's a good way to take it from that perspective.
Awesome. So can I switch gears on you?
Next what?
Switch gears on you.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So you agreed last week to do a half Ironman with me next year.
Yes, I did.
We're doing Eagle Man.
Yes,
So
we are.
What prompted you to take my challenge?
Last year for me on the personal side was a very big year.
Yes.
Change, all types of changes, right? And I started Well, I've always liked running, right? So I did it when I was in high school. I was in in my swim team.
Yep.
I don't know how to say. Yeah, well, and back in Mexico. And I stopped doing a lot of exercise back then. So last year was something that I started to retake.
Which I love seeing that you're running, because that's where I started as well.
Yeah. So I'm like, right now I'm working towards a full marathon.
Yes.
And something not as crazy as Alex Gorbachev, right? But I am going to be running in one weekend 80 kilometers.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's I'm working towards that. So thinking beyond that, I was, okay, I'm going to run 80 kilometers. What would be my next challenge,
yes.
right? So that's exactly where you came in, and I think it fits perfectly into that.
Well, I'm really excited. I mean, this year it was me, Bjorn, and Alex who did Eagle Man together. It's a half Ironman, so 70.3 miles. It's a 1.2 mile swim, open water, 56 mile bike ride, and then a half marathon, 13.1 miles.
Yeah.
And we had a blast. And we're trying to get more people into it, and so you were an easy sell. Of course, when your CTO is Alex,
I know.
He's going to be like, yeah, you need to do this.
Yeah, and he pushes me as well. And
that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad thing. It's an awesome thing to be pushed like that, right? Yeah. And I think I've been doing this for quite a while now, like working with the community and working and giving presentations all around. That's where exactly we met.
How we met.
Yes, exactly, yes. Right? But one of the most inspirational talks that I've been to was a TED Talk by Alex on his 100-mile run,
yes,
right?
Yes.
That for me really, really inspired me, and throughout this personal change that I've been going through, from time to time I go back to that video and really go look at it, and some things stuck with me, and yeah, he's the guy that pushes me. I know you will push me throughout this. And
I encourage.
Yes. but I think I'm going to have fun. I mean, the thing I'm most concerned about, as I said, not the running, not the swimming. It's going to be the bike, right? And it's all the questions that I've been throwing
yes.
Bjorn, yourself out there on how to get the right bike, how to get like this right settings. Yeah, and specifically because, as I said, I'm not concerned about the swim.
And it's like the 4-hour part of the race, right?
Exactly. It's like the long one, right? Because one of the things that when I was in my swim meet, I wasn't very good at the speed. I was very good at the long haul,
Which
right?
is why you're an endurance person like me.
Exactly. So I mean,
not fast, but I can go for a long
at the 25, 50, 100, 200, I was very, very bad. When it came to the 600, the 1000, the 1500,
yes.
that's where I stood out. So that's where I'm not concerned right now. But yeah, the bike is the one that's
fine.
I know. But I got to train, right? And that's what you got to do. I think you just have to put yourself in that position to start training. Don't go at it alone. I'm not going to be crazy like Alex.
So we're doing this together, dude.
Yeah, no, and specifically because I want to take care of my body as well, right? So it's one of the things I do a lot of yoga, and one of my teachers said, "You do yoga today, so that you can do yoga tomorrow."
That's a good. I like that.
Yeah, it's an awesome point of view.
Yes.
And that's why I want to do like the Ironman in the same way. I want to do this Ironman so I can do another Ironman tomorrow.
Oh, you know who to call for that.
Yes, I know.
Well, I think that's important with so many of us geeks. We sit in front of a computer all day long, and we just keep going, well, maybe just one more thing, and we don't get out enough to realize that we can be better if we take time to move away from the computer. And I found that I'm a lot stronger if I pull myself away. Then also like building relationships with these people who are also endurance athletes like yourself. It makes it that much better, and I have someone else to call. Like if I'm not a database person, but I know who I'm going to call.
Yeah.
And I think the camaraderie is what's really important.
Yeah, and I think that's what's very cool about these events, right? Because we met through Twitter, right? So we're very active.
We were virtual friends first.
Yes, we were virtual friends first. But I think like these type of events is what builds the actual relationships, right? Because we can talk a lot through the Twitter sphere or like social media.
Yes.
But being at these events, being face to face, meeting our families, meeting our friends, and getting to know them, it's what really builds out there in the personal side and also on the business side. Because I've gotten a lot of help from that perspective as well, right? When I get stuck with a problem, it's very easy to call now. You know what? I have someone that I can go to and say, you know what? I'm stuck with this problem. I'm stuck with this, and they're another set of eyes sometimes, because sometimes you're just like in a loop.
Obvious.
Yeah, sometimes you're in the loop and they're like, no, you just go look.
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So you're one of my good friends. We're going to be doing this together.
Yes, we are.
And I appreciate being able to interview you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sarah.